welcome our first guest, Haley Freewalt.
Hi.
I got some questions for you to answer for our viewers. Number 1 is, what's your favorite song by Billie Eilish?
My favorite song is from her first album. It's called When the Party's Over.
Nice. Number 2 is, do you know who the Eyelashes are?
That's Billie Eilish's, fans, right? It's gotta be.
Of course.
Okay.
And number 3 is, overall opinions on her.
I think she's great. I mean, I own some of her records. I just, think that she's amazing. I'm so proud of her for, becoming so big at so young. Just like Taylor Swift.
We have another guest joining us. Let's welcome Jillian Keener.
Hey.
I got some questions for you.
Okay. I love her. I love how, in general, she is just herself in front of the public. And I know most of the time you don't really see that out of stars, just because, when you get famous, the fame changes you and you want to act a certain way to impress people. But then when you act the certain way, you tend to lose who you really are. And I love how fame hasn't really changed Billie, and she's still the same person as she was when she started.
Have you ever thought about your favorite music artist or character and wondered where they originated from? Well, we're here to tell you all about it. This is WJHS 91.5 The Eagle, brought to you by Columbia City High School. In our podcast, The Way to Fame, we will tell you everything you need to know about your favorite music artist or character, from Taylor Swift all the way to Superman. In this podcast today, we're going to take a tour through Billie Eilish's singing career and also her life stories that have made her who she is to this day. For more information about the Way to Fame podcasts, tune in to WJHS 91.5 The Eagle or our YouTube channel, WJHS Studios. Now let's get started. Now let's go back to where Billie found her love for music. At the age of 8, she began to take her singing career seriously. She joined the LA Children's Chorus and began performing in talent shows to learn techniques, which helped her career take off. Did you know that the first song that she wrote with her brother Phineas has around 35 million listens on SoundCloud? Billie was only 13 years old when they introduced the song Ocean Eyes to the world. Only a year later, she was signed to a record label and created a music video for the newly released song. Her fan base began to grow more and more. She started to write more songs, and one of her songs, called Lovely, even got featured in a major Netflix series called 13 Reasons Why. It's crazy to think that she had her first headlining global tour when she was only 16, called the Don't Smile at Me tour. I'd say that's pretty impressive for her age. Throughout the age of 17, she released songs such as Bury a Friend and Bad Guy. Around that time, she reached number 2 in the U.S. single charts. The popularity she has gained shows how powerful and meaningful her songs are to her fans. When the 2020 Grammys comes around, the pop star wins 5 awards, including Best New Artist and Song of the Year. Those awards represent the hard work she has put in ever since she was an 8-year-old girl. Now that we got the singing part of Eilish's life covered, let's talk about her personal life. She was born on December 18th, 2001 in Los Angeles. As a young girl, she had a lot of passions that weren't just about music. There was a lot of encouragement from her family to pursue dance, gymnastics, but music was still calling her name. You may have seen pictures of Billie Eilish on social media, and you can see that she wears a lot of oversized clothing. She expressed that she feels more comfortable not just because of how comfortable baggy clothing may be, but because it allows people to not have an opinion on her body. Mental health is a big deal for Billie. Creating music lets her communicate to her fans and let them know that they are not alone. A quote that she has said is, "When people ask me what I'd say to somebody looking for advice on mental health, the only thing I can say is patience." I personally appreciate and love Billie for looking out for the eyelashes. I mentioned her brother Phineas earlier on, and I would like to bring him up again. He was such a big influence for her and has helped her with her music tremendously, every step of the way. They write the inspiring lyrics together and have fun doing it. Having a shoulder to lean on in the music business is very important, especially if it's a loved one. Now, I have a quick question for you guys. Have you ever bought merchandise, say, from your favorite YouTuber or your favorite music artist? Well, Billie has a store where you can buy things from hoodies to beanies for the wintertime. If you are interested in checking those accessories out, go to store.billieeilish.com. Well, you guys, it was surely enjoyable getting to talk about my favorite artists and share some information with you guys. I would like to thank our wonderful guests, and I would also like to thank you guys for tuning in to WJHS 91.5 The Eagle.